Hello YouTube, this is Nihon805 and I'm here bringing you a Japanese beer review. Yes, this is my first beer review because it is winter time and it is getting quite cold. As you might be able to see, I am wearing my winter pajamas because in Japan apartments, at least my apartment, it's not the best. The insulation is not the best, so it gets quite cold. But anyways, winter means seasonal beers in Japan, and a lot of these seasonal beers I've noticed. I was here last year as well for the winter time, but I didn't really get around to do anything review wise about beer. Japanese beers, at least in the winter, they have some really unique cans. I think, at least more unique than I've seen throughout the rest of the year. Because the designs seem to be much more varied. There's cute designs, unique designs, artistic designs. There's all kinds of things. But I am the kind of person that gets swayed easily by what something looks like on the outside as far as packaging goes. So, my first beer review is this little guy with the frog and the bowler hat. The bowler hat. And this one here, if you can read right here, Boku biru, Kimi biru. Basically, and my Japanese is not that great, but I do know this. Basically, my beer, your beer, and I have no idea what the frog is for, but I love that design, that classy frog with the bowler hat, and that really caught my eye. There were some other ones with other fun little cans. There was a cat one. And various other beers that are very nice, that have a very nice can. But I went for the frog mostly because of the bowler hat. I'm not going to lie. As far as what kind of beer this is, as far as is it a stout, is it a lager? I honestly didn't even check to look for that. I picked it up because I saw the can and I'm like, hey, it's a frog with a hat. That is freaking awesome. So. I am not the best person when it comes to telling you the best qualities of a good beer, a bad beer. So my beer reviews are just going to be they're going to be very subjective, I guess. Maybe what I think is a bad beer might be thought of as a good beer, as far as quality goes. But I can't say anything about that because, like I said, beer is not my forte. I have no issue. I like beer, but I'm not going to be a connoisseur of it. But anyways, we're going to pop this guy open. Just a small can, regular size can. Just let me open this guy. Let's see. There we are. And yeah, it smells like beer. It smells like any other beer I've had. I'm afraid, and I should have gotten a glass for this, but I'm afraid I don't have any glasses right now as far as beer goes. Wait, maybe I do. Hold on 1 minute, and I'll be right back, so I can actually show you because I know a lot of you are interested in what does the beer look like. Is it a dark beer? Is it a light beer? Obviously, in a can, you cannot tell, but let me grab a glass and I will be back in just a second. I'm just going to leave the camera running right now. And I am back, and I got myself a glass so you can actually see what this beer looks like. Again, this is Boku biru, Kimi biru, and I know I butchered that, I'm sure, but let's pour it out. And as you can see, it's a light beer. Obviously, it looks like any other beer. Most other beers that I've drinking in Japan. If you go to a bar and you order beer, chances are you're gonna get something that looks very close to this color and this yeah. If you go to a bar in Japan and you want beer, and you just want like whatever's just the beer that's on tap, you're just going to say to the bartender, you can just tell them nama, and they'll know what you mean, nama biru, and you'll get something right off the tap, and it's going to look just like that color, right there. That pretty standard clear. Well, maybe you know what? This is a bit. It's a bit lighter, maybe. Now that I look, now that it's the foam, the head has gone up. It is a little. I guess you could say it's a little bit of a lighter color beer. But anyways, I'll just leave that there. I'll drink it right from the can. Again, this Boku Biru, Kimi Biru. Here we go. Yeah, it is a very light beer. The taste is very light. Not particularly the hops. It's not particularly. It's not a strong beer, and probably you could tell from the color. Again, it is a lighter shade. As far as what can I compare it to in America, that's difficult to say. It tastes like a light beer. I can't really think. I can't really say it tastes distinctive. Um, I know this isn't an American beer, but in college, my roommate was Korean, and he used to drink Height, and this does kind of remind me of Height beer, the Korean beer, which is also a very cheap beer, yet, and it's probably not the best beer. It's probably not the best beer as far as quality goes, but just by tasting this does. Yeah, it definitely does taste like that Height beer. Very light, very refreshing. Not strong at all. Um, it says 5% alcohol, which is pretty standard. But the taste wise, very light, very refreshing. What would I drink this with as far as food? Hmm, I'm not very good with that, pairing things with it. But again, this is a very light beer, so basic snacks. I don't know what to say about that. Um, I know like something like a dark beer would go good with like some soft pretzels or something like that. But this is very light, very refreshing, very good for after work. As far as other Japanese beers I could compare this taste to, oh, I would think the closest the flavor the closest flavor of a beer that you might know back home that's Japanese would be Kirin. Uh, Kirin, not Sapporo. Sapporo is a bit stronger than this, I would say. Asahi maybe. I think Kirin, but anyways, good beer, refreshing. And as far as beer goes, my reviews, the rating is probably gonna be different from a thing I would rate something. The rating would probably be different if this was a food, but as this is beer, I'm going to give it. I like this beer actually. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. You might not care for it as much as I do. I like this lighter, refreshing flavor. So I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Again, Boku Biru, Kimi Biru. I paid I think about 250 yen for this can, which is maybe a little bit more expensive considering the size. But yeah, overall, I like this beer. And until next time, this is Nihon 805, and I will talk to you later.